Welcome back to the World Steak Challenge 2025. We're here on a behind the scenes look at some of the expert judges that take part in the competition year on year. So here we'd like to introduce you to Alan. Please tell us about yourself.
Good afternoon. So I started my trade off literally when I was a kid in school. I started working in a butchery when I was finishing school. I'd done that for approximately about a year and a half. Once I finished school in '93, I immigrated to Portugal. I carried on butchering over there. I had my own butcher out there for approximately 18 years. And ever since I've moved out to the UK and obviously try to better my life with the butchery industry.
Okay, and you were a butcher in both South Africa and in Portugal.
Correct.
Was there a great difference between the practice of butchery and how the meat is cut up?
You do find a little bit of a difference between some of the cuts of the meat and that, but generally it all works out to be the same. Although in South Africa we do eat a lot of meat on the bone.
Okay. And like for instance in America they call we would say in the UK a whole fillet of beef, whereas in America they'd call it a filet mignon. Is there any difference in names and stuff between South Africa and Portugal?
Not really, no.
Okay, so it's easier if somebody says this is how I want it cut up, you'd still understand what they're asking for.
Exactly.
Okay, and then you travelled from Portugal to the UK.
That's right.
Okay.
I've been in the UK now for 13 years. I've got my own business now just for over 3 years. And obviously we're quite busy. We're trying to just build up on new products and stuff that we've been manufacturing.
And you also have some specialist South African products that you produce. Correct. For your butcher shop. Would you like to tell the viewers about that, please?
Yes, so I do a smoked pork and beef sausage that's got mild cheese in it. I do another sausage that's smoked as well. It's also pork and beef, which is very similar to a kielbasa.
Okay.
And we do obviously all the South African products, boerewors, drywors, make society boerewors, biltong, all of the specialist South African stuff we do.
And people come far and wide to have your biltong.
That's right.
Absolutely.
We sell those.
So how did you get involved as a judge in the World Steak Challenge?
So around about 2015, one of the butchers that I was working for won a competition, became second to the Best Butcher of the Year award. And from that, the competition that had judged us had asked us if I would be able to become a judge in the World Steak competition. As I was a foreigner from South Africa, they looked for somebody different, and I ended up being a judge.
Okay, and the first competition was held in Hyde Park in London in 2015.
That's correct.
So you've been with the competition now 11 years.
That's right.
And you must have seen a lot of change and growth in the competition in that time.
We've definitely made a lot of different changes in the competition and helped it grow, which is quite great for us, you know.
Yeah, and now we have 3 categories. You've got fillet, well 4 categories. You've got fillet, you've got sirloin, you've got ribeye, and then Waygu is judged in a completely separate category.
That's
to
correct.
Be fair to the Waygu. And this year we have around 500 entries from around the world. So obviously the contest continues to grow and become even more known around the world.
That's right.
And you have an opportunity when you are a judge at the contest to learn and swap ideas with fellow chefs and fellow butchers from all over the world.
That's right. Yeah.
Because the judging is now, we've got people from lots of different continents involved in the competition, and it's a great melting pot of ideas and skills that are brought together for the World Steak Challenge.
That's correct.
Thank you very much for your time.
It's a pleasure, Kevin.
You're
nice
very
to
welcome.
See you. Thank you.
So we are going to pass you over to Gertjan from the Netherlands, who will tell you about his background in butchery.
Well, you know, my daddy was a butcher, and the only thing we had in the family at home was about meat, butchering, and everything. And I want to be a butcher, so I really loved butchering. But he said, no, it's cold, it's underpaid, it's early in the morning, you know, it's wet, and you go to a school for economics. So they kicked me out of the school, and he said, well, you're a butcher, come with me, and butchering. And so I became a butcher and learned everything, and learned deboning, you know, every aspect of the job.
Okay.
And then when I become a catering butcher, I learned a lot about cooking from chefs. So talking with chefs bring me really to a higher level.
Okay.
And now we supply a lot of restaurants with a lot of meat, different meat. So this is also perfect for learning. I always say I learn every day.
Yeah, that's really great that you want to continue to grow as a butcher, and also you have quite a presence on social media, both on Instagram and also the videos you do on YouTube.
Yeah.
And you used to do some television for in the Netherlands.
Yeah. I did some television, and I really loved it. I really love to do television.
To share your passion. It's about sharing your passion.
And it's a little bit just education, you know. I love to educate.
Yeah, and you do, didn't you do some particular courses where it's from nose to tail?
Nose to tail. I write a book with my girlfriend Inge, Nose to Tail, but that's my second book. And I love to take the whole animal and bring it.
And where can people find your book if they're interested in your book?
Oh, I think online. You can bol.com in Holland. You can buy it online. And, and my first book, the Meat Bible, the Vlees Bible in Holland, it's from 2017 and sells
still selling
every year.
It continues.
Yeah.
Well done. And how did you get involved in the World Steak Challenge?
Well, one of the guys, Michael Peterman, he passed away too early, and I asked him, was on the socials, and he works in London, in butchery in London, and I thought it was Michael Peterman. Nothing gonna rings in my head. It's a Dutch name, you know. So I'm writing in English. I wonder, can I go for 2-3 days working in your butchery for nothing? I come to England and work. And he write me back speak Dutch to me, but I'm a Dutch guy. And he was also one of the first judges in the World Steak Challenge. Yeah. And I said, oh, I want to do that. So in the year that he passed away, it was my first time that I go judging the World Steak Challenge.
Yeah. He is a great judge and a great guy.
Yeah.
And we're very lucky now to have you representing the Netherlands. And we have in the World Steak Challenge, just to tell the audience, a huge variety of people from all over the world, from Asia and America, Africa and Europe.
Yeah, but the funniest thing is that every year, when we do the final judging today, with several people, and we all say the same thing. Yeah. If you know a butcher or a writer or we
chef,
all do the same. So it's very close to each other.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's also coming to the World Steak Challenge is a learning experience. Every year you can learn something new.
And that's what it's all about. You have to learn every day to level up.
Okay. So thank you very much for your time, Gertjan.
Yeah, thank you, Kevin.
You're very welcome. Welcome.
Hi, how are you? Thank you very
well,
much.
Thank you. So if you'd like to tell us a little bit about yourself first, and then we'll talk about the competition.
Okay, my name is Fernando. I am from Argentina. I live in London. I have a restaurant, a steakhouse in London. The name is OK13, and I've been judging in the competition since the first edition in 2015.
What was your career before you came to the UK? How did you get into being a chef, and in your particular interest in meat and steaks?
Well, I am from Argentina, so steaks are part of our DNA. You know, pretty much we are making asados, which are like barbecues. We call them asados, and every week, many days of the week in Argentina. So steaks are part of our life since we are kids.
And are there chefs or caterers in your family?
No, but I come from, my mom was Spanish, so there was always good food in my house. Yeah. And I've been living in Argentina, I've been living in Spain, and I've been living in London for 16 years. Okay. And since I am in Europe, always working with in steakhouses, so always related to beef.
Yeah, you worked for quite a while in a high executive position for the Gaucho Steak Group, yeah?
Yeah, I used to.
So you oversaw lots of their restaurants, yeah?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
to help keep their standards high.
Keep the standard highs and opening many restaurants for the group. Yeah.
And so you joined the World Steak Challenge in 2015, which was the first year the contest began in Hyde Park in London. And how have you seen the contest grow and develop since that time?
It's amazing, because yesterday I was talking with one of the judges when we did the first edition in Hyde Park. We were around 15, 20 judges, I think something like 15, and we tasted around 60 steaks.
Yeah.
And now 10 years later, we are, well, this year we were a bit less, but last year we were like 90 judges.
Yeah.
And judging almost 500 steaks. So the contest has grown immensely, and also the quality of the steaks worldwide have been evolving in a very good way.
Yeah, and also the categorization for the way the contest is divided and stuff, to make it very fair, and how maybe you could tell the viewers a little bit about how the steaks are judged, so that we don't know what country they're from, to make sure that every steak is judged fairly in the contest.
Yeah, it's an absolutely blind tasting competition. We don't know the country of origin, we don't know the feeding aspect of the animals, we don't know age, race, nothing. So I think it's a very fair judging process.
And you have 4 categories. Can you tell us what those 4 categories are?
Yeah, of course. We have fillet, sirloin, ribeye, and Waygu.
And the Wagyu is judged in its own separate category to be fair against the other steak categories.
It's a completely different type of flavor, so, and it's all about marbling and the fat content in the Wagyu. So sometimes we think, as many judges think, that the fattier steaks are going to be better, that some of the other steaks would be in disadvantage. So the organizers of the competition decided to judge the Wagyu separately. And I think it's good.
And the competition brings together judges from around the world, both butchers, chefs, food writers, social media influencers, and it's an opportunity, it's a melting pot of different ideas, different opinions, and every year you get an opportunity to learn new things.
Definitely, definitely. Every year we meet with different people, with different backgrounds, with different palates. So that makes the competition more interesting, and it's a source of knowledge and learning more stuff.
Thank you very much for your time, Fernando.
Thank you very much.
We're very lucky now to talk with co-chairman Yanis. Please introduce yourself and tell the people about yourself.
Yes, I'm Ioannis Gramenos. I'm the executive chef and the mythology of the Helios Steakhouse and the Hippodrome. I'm 11 years in the...
And that's in London, yeah?
In London, yes.
Yep.
I'm 11 years in the competition. I'm the Australia Global Ambassador of Australian beef and New Zealand Lumina lamb.
So it's because how well you've done as executive chef at the Helios restaurant in London that you have a reputation as one of the best steaks to have in London, and that's why it's brought other commercial opportunities to your door.
Yes, it's one of the reason, but also it's the experience, how I see the beef, how I see the industry, how I feel that the future is going to be the steak, and also by following also your consumers, your guests, and to see where the sales is going. So it's a big combination.
Okay, and since you've been involved with the World Steak Challenge, how would you say the competition has evolved?
It's evolved a lot from 11 years ago to this year. You know, it's great. You can see totally different kind of steaks. More countries and more farmers have been coming the competition to be judged by us, and you can see the trend of the steaks. Everybody wants to evolve. Everybody wants to get judged from us. And
this year we had almost 500 entries from around the world, but also we have a growing international panel of judges and experts from around the world.
That's true. We had from Japan, we had from America, we had from Europe, we had from all over the world, and it's great to see. You know, it is a great opportunity because only once in a lifetime you will be in a room with so many steaks and so much knowledge.
Yeah, absolutely. And what do you see for the future of the World Steak Challenge? It's going to get bigger and better?
I think it's going to get bigger. Next year we're going to have more entries, it's going to be more people involved, and we're going to have, you know, a great stakes involved. And as we saw yesterday and all this year, we save the world, we save the market, and which is what's going to be the new trend of steaks.
So the World Steak Challenge is really becoming a trendsetter in what people should be looking for if they're serious about their steaks.
Yes, that's correct.
Absolutely. Thank you very much for your time, Yannis, and congratulations on once again being co-chair at the World Steak Challenge 2025.
Thank you very much. Thank you.